And just when you thought the life update could not get any better, what is up, you guys? What's good? It's your girl Courtney B here, and I am back. Your girl is just back. Y'all listen. It's been a long 7.5 months, and before you guys peanut butter jelly me with a baseball bat, let your girl explain. Now, I'm not gonna pull no strings. We ain't finna teeter along. I'm just gonna jump right into it and give you all the tea I can, and we're gonna just lay it all out on the table, okay? But first, I want to say, if you guys are still here rocking with me after me being gone for these 7 to 8 months, you're a real one. Hit that like button down below. If you guys are new here, hit that subscribe button down below. Now let's just go ahead and address the elephant in the room. As you guys can tell by my thumbnail, preferably, your girl done got cuffed up, wiped up, hitched. Your girl's officially married now. I can literally sense you guys clutching your pearls right now. It's like you never lose that twin telepathy, that bond. I can feel you, sis. I know. It's shocking to me too. And just when you thought the life update could not get any better, your girl is officially 7 months pregnant.
Oh, DD, oh, what it is, oh.
We having a baby, sis. What's up? I got blessed 2 times. The whole thing. Y'all don't understand how good that feels to finally, you know, exhale that, get that out of my system, finally share this good news with you guys. So now that the cat is out of the bag, we have all the cards laid out on the table. Let's kind of backtrack and kind of get you guys caught up to speed of how everything really came to be. Let me explain. I feel like I'm a little bit too close. Maybe not. Let me see how this looks backed up. Y'all spare me because I have not touched this camera, like I told y'all, in 7 months. This angle is a lot better. If you guys have been along for the ride for the past 2.5, 3 years, then you know for the past 2.5, 3 years, your girl has been kicking it in the city. Living large and taking charge.
Living large and taking charge, big boy.
Our time in the city was such a beautiful one, a very well needed experience. That I do not take for granted at all. With me and my husband both coming from a small town, being born and raised in a small town, living in the city was definitely a culture shock in the best way possible. From the wall-to-wall traffic to the ever-growing nightlife and activities to do in the city, our time in the city was definitely a season of being on the go, being very fast-paced, always moving, never really resting, just always in a state of motion. During our stay there, however, even though we didn't have a great experience, we were able to learn and look back and kind of reflect on some things and kind of realize some things about us. In particular, what we liked about our environment and what we did not like so much about our environment. You know, the city life in general. And the conclusion we ended up coming to is that we actually find ourselves better enjoying being more so in the country, a more slow-paced, slow-living environment. Along with us realizing that we did not want to be in the hustle and bustle of the city, we also grew to really miss and yearn for our families. Me and my husband are the babies of our families. We are very close-knit with our families. So it started to really work on our heartstrings, us being so far, or to us, what we consider being far from our families. Both of our families are extremely close-knit and extremely loving, and that began to tug on our heartstrings, not being able to see our family every day when we wanted to, being 5-10 minutes from around the corner from our loved ones. That began to really weigh on us, me specifically, the heaviest. For us, picking up and packing up and moving closer to our families was definitely on the top of our agenda the closer we got to the end of our lease in the city. Now, come August, which was the end of our lease, baby, we were Audi 5000. God blessed us enough to find a place that is, I want to say, maybe at the most, I'm gonna be real technical, 27, 28 minutes. Some of y'all gonna say 30, but I'm gonna say 27 to 28 minutes away from both of our families on each side of the spectrum, which was awesome for us. And just that simple fact alone has been such a beautiful time, a beautiful experience for us, because I feel like as a teenager or a young adult living in your parents' house, you're so eager to get as far away from your hometown, your family, structure, rules as possible, and to be on your own, until I finally got on my own and life began to life. and you realize that your family and your structure and that love they instilled in you is what saved you as an adult, yeah, it was coming back full circle for the both of us. And now all I crave is my family. All I want is to be under my grandma. All I want is to be under my mom and my dad. All I want is to be with my siblings. That's all I want. I crave that love, that affection, that closeness, especially with me getting older, my parents getting older, my grandma, my aunts, my siblings getting older, my niece and my nephew getting older. Especially if you guys were tuned in before my break, the passing of my grandfather, which was a big traumatic hit for me and my family. Family is the most important thing to me right under God at this point. So this move was so much more spiritual than anything. We oftentimes take our family for granted and think they're gonna be here always, thinking that they're going to always be here and that we always have time, but that could not be farthest from the truth. And as much as we all hate and try to not think about it, they're going to leave here someday. You will not be able to get that time back. So right now we're deep into selfishly enjoying our families as much as we can. This move has had some awesome financial benefits as well, girl. Before our move, we had been studying and diving into ways to live below our means in our world today, starting off by reading the book The Year of Less by Kate Flanders. Let me nerd out really quickly. If you guys are into that type of content, that type of genre, I highly suggest you guys look into that book. It is an amazing book, changed my life forever for the better, and I cannot recommend it enough, especially for a millennial in this economy today. It's so relevant. It has really shifted our perspective on finances and life experiences as a unit, and I cannot recommend it enough. With the help of God, this move, doing research and studying, and of course the Kate Flanders book, we have been able to cut our expenses at least by $3,000 just by moving alone. And that's not to brag, that's not to boast, that's just to let you guys know that it's possible. Sis, you ain't got to drown. It's people out here swimming. And all while decreasing our living expenses and cutting those costs, we've also been able to increase our income little by little, and that has also been a blessing as well. And with us increasing our income, we thought that that would be the perfect time to start saving and planning for our wedding. We knew once we started to save and plan, we did not want the process to be drawn out and take a year to a year and a half to 2 years. We really gave ourselves probably a span of 6 to 7 months from the time we started planning and saving to actually get married. We did not want to waste no time. We already been living together. Let's do this for real. So with that being said, we did give ourselves a deadline, a date to have the wedding, which was going to be in March of 2024. So we had to have all of our ducks in a row, nicely stacked and organized by March. That was our wedding date, our wedding month. Now let's backtrack just a little bit. Once we moved to the place we're in now, in August of 2023, like I said, we did up our income. The hubby started a new job, praise be to God, and your girl began to venture out as well. Let me tell you, sis, with me now being closer to home and craving community and that family closeness, your girl began to volunteer at my community library. What's good? We're just so happy my mom is the lead library director, the lead librarian, which made the experience 10 times more wonderful. Like, just me being with my mom and working under my mom yet again was such a, it's a real treat. It's a real treat. If you guys know, if you guys rocked me for a while, then you know I did work under my mom. My mom was my first job when I did get out of high school, and a little bit while I was in high school. My mom owned her own daycare for 27, 28 years, and I was grown into eventually being a preschool teacher there. Little fun fact, your girl was a preschool teacher before, okay, she became, I guess, me. Volunteering at the library allowed me to connect with real people. Besides just being behind a camera or a phone or a computer screen, it allowed me to socialize, grow people skills, socialization skills, create friendly connections, and network with people that I would have never met by just sitting at home. My time being here, I have been able to have tangible and make and sustain tangible, lasting relationships, and that I have been loving to the 10th power. Being a content creator for over the past 7-ish, 8 years, it can get lonely. I'm my own editor, I'm my own videographer, I'm my own associate, I'm my own, I do my own emails, I make my own deals. If you guys are influencers, content creators of any sort, any platform, then you know how, first of all, time consuming, lonely, tedious, and kind of overstimulating and overwhelming that can be, especially when it's just you and yourself in your own thoughts. Now, sometimes if you've mastered having a balance of a work life, social life balance, then you'll be good. But unfortunately for me, that's always been a very, very deep struggle of mine. I'm learning now, or trying to learn now, that I'm back how to have that balance. And I definitely feel that me having that outlet of volunteering at the library is that my sense of balance. It makes me feel normal. Like, it gives me a sense of normalcy, even though I'm not clocking into a job, which I'm not against. We'll get into that in a minute. But that's definitely feeding my craving for socialization at this present moment, and I really appreciate it. I've been able to appreciate the treasure in just plain old-fashioned workplace relationships, like just interactions in general. Me volunteering at the library lets me know that I would, and I will be entering into the workforce some way, shape, or form, because besides the money, which is definitely a plus, however, I just love that structure. I love that sense of, I guess, stability. I think it's more so just structure, that normalcy of getting up and going to a 9-to-5, which may sound completely crazy. Some people wish for being able to work for themselves, which I'm not going to stop doing that as well alongside with the 9-to-5, but I really crave that sense of normalcy. Getting up, clocking in, fixing my breakfast, going to work, those type of things in a weird, nerdy way excite me because it makes me feel normal. All right, so boom. So we moved in August 2023. Now it is 3 months later. We are in November of 2023, and we're getting adjusted. We're stacking our coin. We're making plans. We're prepping for our wedding. And all of a sudden, your girl starts to feel
a little bit odd. It looks strange.
We didn't hesitate. I knew my body. We took a pregnancy test, and your girl was 6 weeks preggers. We were over the moon. My family, his family, was over the moon and back again. Honestly, I'm still in awe that God even saw it fit, even saw me fit to bless us with the biggest blessings we've ever had in our lives. But don't forget, sis, we got a wedding coming up in March, and the show don't stop. God had blessed me twice over, being pregnant and finding my husband. So baby, I was ready to show it, big belly and all. So as the months whizzed by, your girl got bigger and bigger. The wedding date got closer and closer. And once our wedding date in March came, me and my belly, my baby, both waddled down the aisle as all 3 of us became one. I can hear some of the comments now. Why didn't I come back and share this? Why didn't I let you guys know? And honestly, I kind of wanted this moment and these moments of normalcy and slow living kind of to myself. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like on this platform and social media in general, oversharing is the thing to do. You wanna know where you're going, who you with, what time you're doing it, when you get pregnant, what position you did to get pregnant. Like, that's not me. Like, I'm a strong believer in some things still being private. And I know you guys understand and respect that. And I love you guys for that, for rocking with me like the way y'all do. I'm still part of an era where keeping things sacred and special is a thing. And the moments that I've been able to experience in these past 7 to 8 months, I definitely am glad I was 100% present for, because they were nothing less of amazing. And I must say, it was the best one of the best decisions I've ever made in my entire life. And with all that being said, you guys, your girl is back. Even though that break was definitely well deserved, well needed, and well loved, I did miss you guys very, very much. And I'm so excited to share the rest of this journey with you guys. So be on the lookout for new types of content, okay? Some things are going to be shaking up around here since your girl is now about to be a mother and she is a wife. Let's get it. And definitely be on the lookout for some pregnancy updates. Your girl is officially 7 months, so we got about 2 months and some change until little baby is here. If you stuck around this far and this long into the video, you're a real one. I appreciate you. Please do not forget to give your girl a big thumbs up for being back. Welcome your girl back. Leave me a big hug down below in the comments. Leave your girl a welcome back message down below in the comments, okay? I miss y'all. Did you miss me? Check yes, check no. I am super excited for what's to come, and most importantly, most excited for where I am. God is real, you guys. He's real, he's alive, and he is still in the blessing and soul-saving business. I'm just so thankful. If you guys enjoyed today's video, leave your girl a big thumbs up down below, and I will see you guys hopefully in the next one. Bye. Whew. Y'all, I'm really gonna be somebody's mama. That's wild.